Okay, good morning or good afternoon, I guess depending on what time of the day you're watching the video or when the issue of the angle airs. This estate, Castiglion Del Bosco, has been one of the hottest Brunello estates in the store, let's say over the last year. Interesting story behind the estate and the owners. This is owned by Massimo Ferragamo. Everyone obviously knows that last name, and they've done all the right things in the estate. In the vineyards, the winemaker, the wines. It was an older estate that they purchased, I think maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and they've really put it on the map in terms of qualitatively what's going on in the winery, and they wanted to wait till they were happy with what they had going before it came out in the market, which was last year. Wines have been received very well. We've sold like hundreds and hundreds of cases of the Brunello. So I went to visit the estate in January with Brian, and we were sitting through the tasting, going through the current and the future releases of Rosso de Montalcino and Brunello, and they slipped on the table this bottle of DAINERO. And of course I said, what's this? And like a lot of people, they have acquired land out on the Tuscan coast in Maremma, which is, Maremma is what encompasses that whole area of Tuscany along the ocean, and a subset of it is Bolgheri, which most people know, most famous for Ornellaia, Sassicaia, all the Aya wines. So anyways, we're in the tasting, they slipped this wine in, and Brian and I were like, wow, this is good. And they said, because land is cheaper out there and it's a new project, they're producing this wine at a very reasonable price point. 90% Merlot, 10% Sangiovese. Long story short, Brian and I tasted at the tasting. We love it. We say, sign us up. And then that was kind of the end of the story. I forgot that we had bought the wine. Shows up here in the store last week. Nobody told me that it had arrived. The staff, being the inquisitive bunch that they are, they found the wine. They didn't know the story on it. They opened it on their own, and I started getting a flood of emails from the staff members saying, what's this wine? This is really good. What's the story on it? When are we going to start promoting it? So here we are. We're starting to promote it today. Being Merlot, being the Maremma coast, very rich and lush in the nose. And as I remember it from January. The interesting thing on it is some people think Merlot can be a little bit flabby and not have any focus or grip to it. This has got some nice tannins on the finish, but soft tannins, enough so you can feel it and you can kind of pull your mouth in a little bit and wrap itself around your burger, but not so heavy as to be too clawing on the finish. For 15 bucks, this one's a winner. Kudos to my staff for finding my discovery that I had forgotten I bought. So this is definitely a burger barbecue wine that you want to load up on this summer. Come on in and grab it. Cheers.